Hey all, so I'll do this last video before I don't put anything up for a very long time because I'm not even going to be replying very soon because I do have a lot going on. I have to start sorting a lot more to do with the other sides of I'm dealing with a few companies that I'm speaking to. I've got to sort out the book review by a professional, yada yada that I'm in the middle of. But I don't understand. I have to say this once again. Now, you can have your arguments and whatever you want to me. If you haven't read the book, I can't say anything to you because you don't know where I'm coming from the information I've said within 370 pages. Out of that 370 pages, how much have you heard in videos from me? Not very fucking much. What I teach in the video is mainly Mandela effect and stuff like that and a few codes of consciousness. Within this, I've explained everything. So I can't express how much more information that you don't understand where I'm coming from before giving me some kind of argument. Now, I don't care about anyone's fucking sexual preference or what your fetishes are or whatever you're into, It's just your singularity frequency of code that you created, your algorithm that has to work within the rest of the collective, and I understand that. I explain why, so I have no judgment, and that's just me. I don't care what you do. With the book itself, I can't express to anyone on my channel that has seen any of my teachings before. If you really want to wake up from the Matrix, I mean, not run around watching fucking YouTube videos, not researching still, actually having the book in front of your hands and reading it from the beginning to the end to understand how every single thing in creation is made and how every single thing in creation is made, not bypassing anything, including the controversial subjects that have to be explained and expressed to understand the full duality law and the creation of the Creator's design. And all of this is included in this book. I'm not going to put another video up for long. I've been trying to help you understand just how much this book is. Now, the book for me, it was for you. So it took my life away from me while I was creating it for everyone else. And there's a lot that grabbed it, and I appreciate that. I would have liked to boom it into the market so the code could just fly straight out there into the Matrix and everyone could get the wake up. And I know from experience it's not that easy with anything when you're fighting against the physical reality to explain exactly what spiritual is. So I do understand that. But anyone out there in any form of energy work, anyone that's psychic, anyone that's a medium, and anyone that just wants to understand the Mandela effect and exactly what's really going on in this world right now and how the layouts of all the quantum mirrors are designed, how you work in the subconscious and your conscious fields, and what Source really is, how Source manifests the physical reality through different vibrational stages, what it's created from, and so much in between, and all about everything going right back from what it was all about, why we're really here, and explaining all of the surroundings around you that have always been around you, and the trends and everything that's been pushed into this constructed matrix to give realization and return you back to spirit, because that's what everything has always been about. And when you go straight through the creational law of duality that is created, just like the sun and the moon, the ground and the sky, masculine and feminine, male and female, yada, 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 all of this is exactly the same design, right down to us being physical avatars with 2 hands, 2 feet. Everything is in the law of duality as a single entity that basically shows that it creates by always using the negative and the positive to manifest in higher or lower frequencies that make the visual outcome of what it's going to be. So, peace, love, and respect all. And if you haven't checked out the book, I just I urge you to. If you really want to wake up, go for it. But if you don't want to wake up, don't. But if you really disagree with my book and you do get it, well, pop up and tell me why, because I know that it's factually proven, and I know that anyone that reads it can't disprove it. So I'd be very interested by anyone that reads it to disprove it for me, because I know it can't be. And you putting a thumbs down or saying a comment that's just spiteful towards what I say doesn't make you right. Remember that. Until you've picked up that book and you've read it right from the beginning to the end, you will never know what I'm saying and what I'm explaining. And I guarantee that from Source, I know this for a fact, that no book will be put into this world like this that explains so much. And if you're out there and you're in contact with Source, I'd like you to ask Source yourself that information yourself, and ask Source and see what Source replies to you, because I don't need to reply to you with that. Source will reply to you with that. And as you read into it, your spirit will resonate so well and start to reawaken and understand what everything's always really been, that you yourself won't be able to deny it. The only time that you'll be able to deny it, because if you do deny it, you have to deny the laws of science, the laws of physics, the laws of creation, and everything that you've been indoctrinated to believe within the matrix of how everything is created. So to turn around and say that that's not how it is, you're ludicrous. But what I explain in the book bypasses anything like that, and it gives you the full realization of what it is to be spirit inside of the body driving the avatar, and understand exactly what the construct is really here for and what it's really made of, and why it's created the way it is. And if it wasn't created the way it is, the bottom line is you could not find yourself back to returning to spirit and having the full understanding of what God is as one. All right, peace, love, and respect all, and I hope everyone's well. And I'm not even going to allow people to put comments under this video, so I'm going to close this all down. This is my piece to everyone out there. If you want to wake up, the book's there for you. I've gone out of my way to do it for you in life. You don't have to do research. You don't have to do anything like that. And the fact is that Source actually communicated it through me to actually tell you all exactly what everything is. Well, that's your own judgment. If you don't believe that, you don't probably know Source, because Source will tell you itself. And what I've got right here should give you the biggest fucking wake up to understand what this real reality is of vibrational illusion, and give you the bigger picture of what it's all going towards with the agenda. And what I talk about as the agenda is exactly what you see manifesting in the physical reality. I talk things in the book from 2 years ago in 2016 that I said would start showing up, and after that in the 2017, 2018, 2019, you can see exactly what I'm saying in the book actually happened to this reality. And this was way before any of this started to pop up. And what I explain in the book is what's going to happen more and more in the future, especially using particle accelerators, understanding the full fundamentals of what it really is created from, what we're really created from, how we can manipulate this vibrational fields and actually change the physical overlays inside of this constructed matrix to actually manifest whatever we want. But it's all according to the subconscious program of the collective that we manifest into the physical, that everyone's got to understand. And that is exactly how this book explains what everything always has been, explains what God really is, and it can't be disproven, because any Christian out there, I dare you, just go grab it and read right through it and send me your argument back. I've got no problem with the debate. I've got no problem with anyone else having their say. But the thing is, I want you to know where I come from 100%. If you haven't read this 370 pages of exactly what I'm teaching, and you look at my videos on YouTube, which are only maximum of about fucking 11% of what I'm explaining throughout this entire book, then you just don't know where I'm coming from. So if you want to argue against what I say, or even if you've got a intent to always just be negative, that's just what some people are, read the book, because you will have such an understanding in yourself and understanding in this the matrix the way it is, that even you, the denier that keeps denying what I'm saying, won't be able to prove it wrong. And if you don't grab the book, you'll never know. And that's just plain and simple. So you can speculate what you understand, and you can control your own systematic belief program to create judgment and push that into the matrix for you to lose your understanding of ever being able to gain any more grasp of what creation is always really about by using that judgment program. But at the end of the day, I got back, I told you as I made this book, I told you when I was doing it for you as I was doing it, and despite everything that went on in my life, losing my dog, almost losing my mum, financially fucking struggling, doing everything I can, as well as almost being a cripple myself physically from all the health injuries I've done in the past, I've gone out of my way to do this for years now. I don't expect any appreciation, because I don't give a fuck, really, eh? I just wanted to wake yous up, because me as being a light being on the outside and understanding everything of what's gone on, I'm trying to reawaken my light brothers and my light sisters inside of this matrix to understand what everything really is. Now, if you can't understand that, well, what can I do, mate? I've done what I can in this life. I've done what I can to try to reawaken you. And like I said, once I've gone through to a bigger place and it starts to get out there more, there's not going to be me popping on here to tell you where to go to get direction to actually make you understand everything of what it really is. That will be then your path to find or go search for the book or to do whatever you want then. But at the moment, when I was constantly fucking getting questions all the time and everything that I used to get all the time when I was fully functional on my channel and everyone was waking up. As I said, you can go to Reddit, you'll find out, oh, Stone Rapper's got the fucking secrets to life and all this shit. All the way back then, well, there's nothing that you knew back then that I said that is actually in this book. This book is so much more, mate. And if you've got insight right back then and it blew you away to understand the game and everything like that, well, this far just bypasses any understanding of what you're supposed to understand about the Matrix without having to go through the stages of enlightenment yourself and reaching Source. And anyone that knows the law of duality, you'll know that Source will only choose one. And I hate to say it, but that's just how Source chooses, and that's how it is. Everything inside the construct is individual and massive, but just like the law of duality, only one individual singularity will get the full information to spread to the rest of the actual collective. And that just works as duality, because that one that wakes up will put that matrix code into the collective, and the rest of the collective will wake up from that one, just like everything has always been one, and it will return the collective back to one as understanding. And this is just the fundamental creation of God and the creational law that was actually put in front of your faces ever since all this understanding of how we were created and Genesis and everything like that was there. So peace, love and respect all. I hope you're all well, and namaste. Oh, I will leave it on here as well. If you go and check, and people, please, there's a lot of you out there that have grabbed the book, but no one leaves now a feedback review. I know I dropped my link throughout the whole of YouTube and other places, as well as other people feeding it out in the world, different places, so I don't know if you all grabbed it from my channel, but if you did grab it from my channel, and please give it an honest review of what you thought about it and what was in it, and how it made you feel in realization of what's really going on in this world at the moment. Anyone else out there that is thinking about it, all I can suggest is to check the few reviews that have been left already, and you can see what others have said about it. There's a UK sub from London that went out of his way, and he sent me a voice to actually allow you to listen to how he feels about what the information he was reading. And like I say, if you've ever picked up a book out there that's revealed everything for you as you read step by step through each page, and you just go, whoa, I remember this. This is exactly how it always has been. And your spirit reawakens. Well, this is what it is. So this is why I keep trying to tell you is that the book, to me, it's just a code in the Matrix, you know. And to me, it just costs nothing but virtual credits. It's if you're living physical, then you've binded yourself to that physical mentality. And as I teach in all of reality, if you maintain physical reality and material, then you become part of construct. So you have to reawaken as spirit and understand exactly what's really going on. Because as we progress more and more and more into the future of what you're going to see to come, you're going to constantly see what I'm saying. Everything, everywhere, through media, through everything, even through the verbal communication that we communicate as a singularity to another singularity within the collective. We are going to say from Source exactly what everything is, and we have been. And I've been explaining that right through, but within this book, I'm just going to say this right now, it's undeniable. And if you get it and you disagree with it and you don't believe it's undeniable evidence, just send me that bit of paper, send me an email, explain to me in the parts that you disagree with, and I'm more than open to that. But when you haven't seen the information or heard the information and just use judgment and stereotype to believe that your information could be the correct without even viewing this other information, when this information I can guarantee 100% from Source, so I don't know what else to say there. I've tried my hardest to wake people up. I've tried my hardest to give you a manual in life to explain everything. I tried my hardest back in the day when I put up the Mandela Effect Explain videos to make you all understand that you're just a spiritual light being inside of a game, and got a lot from it. And those that woke up back then, if you really want to wake up, read the fucking book, because I can't do anything else for you in life, mate. And I'm really done putting videos up on my channel because the channel's not really like it used to be anyway. And for me to constantly waste my time of what I'm doing to awaken people and having that basically no appreciation to what I've done, well, I just aren't in it, mate. I ain't in it for anything like that to begin with either. But the problem is if you've done something for someone else in your life and you don't even know them as a collective, and you're trying to help them to reawaken a true understanding of what they are as their heritage, as being a spirit and not the physical avatar they're driving, and they don't listen, what else can you do? You can tell them by video, which I have, and you can do the best one right next to it. You can give them a written fucking manual that they can sit there, read at their own pace, and reawaken at their own pace. Now, anyone that hasn't fucking got this book out there that says that it's not like that, well, you haven't read it. And that's plain and simple, because anyone that's read it will say, what the fuck, that's exactly what I know as spirit, because there's only one truth from source. And despite people saying Yahweh, devil, it's all one manifestation of one consciousness, and it's just a frequency of intent that allow you to manifest energy towards the source. It's just your intent of what you create before understanding. And when you understand that there is only one universal life force, intelligent energy, that any energy worker out there would understand that you have to use the life force, intelligent energy of the one to heal. You have to use the life force, intelligent energy all the time, and you have to use it through your intent of manifestation. And we understand that as being light workers and energy workers. So when you manifest all these other deities into the idea of what everything is really about, all what you're doing is creating a stereotype judgment program inside of your own mindset, and then using intent to actually say that a frequency of source isn't a frequency of source. So it's just bizarre. Alright, peace, love and respect all. I thought I'd chuck that up, my last little rant for fucking ages. So peace, love and respect, brothers and sisters. All the brothers have a beer, all the sisters, there's a fucking flower. So I hope you're all well, and good luck to yous. Peace.